Hi guys, in this video I want to talk about some of the site you might be interested in going to in London. So let's have a look of the screen here. This is an overview of London with the River Thames flowing from the west through the center of the city and to the east out of the city. So let's zoom in here. As we see this area here around Buckingham Palace is the downtown of London, including Westminster, Mayfair, Covent Garden, Waterloo area. So most tourists first visit London, of course, would like to see big bands here, Buckingham Palace, which is mentioned, Westminster Abbey, where around the Parliaments, it's also very popular. Across from this side of the bank, you will see the London Eyes over here. Normally in the high season there will be a very long queue, so just make sure perhaps you can book a ticket in advance and use the fast track lane so you don't have to wait for a long time. So on this side is called the South Bank, where the Waterloo station is. Across the river you will also see Trafalgar Square. Walking along this street here, you come across Leicester Square with a fountain in the middle, and also there are some cinemas, Odeon Cinema, Empire Casino, and the famous Swiss clock over here. When you keep going, here is the Chinatown of London. In this whole area you will find different cuisine from all parts of China. Some of the most famous are Cantonese cuisine. If you walk across the Shaftesbury Avenue, you will come across the area called Soho, where there are a lot of bar and restaurants. Also, you will find some theater over here, Soho theaters, and let me see here. Yeah, and then if you keep walking north, you will come across Tottenham Court Road. This road is called Oxford Street. So along Oxford Street, there are a lot of shops like clothes, such as H&M, Zara, Uniqlo. And on the other side of the street is some of the famous department stores like John Lewis, House of Fraser, Debenhams, and Selfridges. There are two Primark if you want to go for cheap clothing. One is close to Marble Arch on the west side, and the other is back around Tottenham Court Road station here. And so that's around this central part of the city. Of course, sometimes the tour group will take you to St. John's Park and Green Park as well, because it's actually quite a beautiful park, and also there are some animals inside the park like ducks, swans, etc. In Hyde Park, it's one of the biggest park in London. On the south side here, you'll find a lot of embassy in this area. Another very famous, if you keep walking north, is the Camden Town. So Camden Town Market, it's a very touristic place. It has a lot of shops selling handcraft and some art things you can buy, and it's like a very hippie area of London. And it's nice also to sit along the canal and have a drink or have some small bites. Now, if you want to visit some of the financial area, the first one is City of London. We'll find a lot of financial institute over here. And when you are here, you will easily see St. Paul's Cathedral, which is one of the things in Harry Potter. Keep walking toward the river, you will see Millennium Bridges. It's a pedestrian-only bridge. If you walk across there, you will come across Tate Modern Art Museum. It's free admission. However, you're welcome to donate £5 when you leave. So in this museum, you will find a lot of modern art, and sometimes they have seasonal exhibition as well. It's also a nice view if you go all the way to the top of the building from the back side, because in the Tate Modern they are a front building and the rear building, so make sure you go to the top from the rear building. From there you will have a nice view of the St. Paul's Cathedral, as well as if you are at the right side you will see Tower Bridge from here. So that's the next place we'll go. Actually, if you walk along the bank here, it won't take you so long. You can also visit Borough Market. It's one of the most famous market in London. And if you keep walking east here, you will see Tower Bridge with two towers. And they also have pedestrian lane, so you can walk across the bridge to the other side to see Tower of London. However, I believe you have to pay if you want to get into Tower of London. After visit Tower of London, you can have a sip of coffee or have a meal by St. Catherine's Dock. Here there are some boats porting around this harbor, and it's very nice atmosphere to have a cup of coffee or have a meal. And then from here, if you want to see some other part of the city that's a little bit hippie artistic, or if you really want to go at night, head north to Shortland, the Brickland area, the Shoreditch area. You will see a lot of bars and restaurants here as well, and there are some more paintings on the wall. And then apart from that, if you have extra day heading even to the east, here this area is Canary Wharf. It's another financial center of London. the newer one, of course. And then if you want to go here, you may as well visit Greenwich Park, where is Meridian Line is here. So that's where the 0 degree of line separating the west and the east hemisphere. Also, you can visit Greenwich Town. It's a very lovely, small, typical British town. So it's nice to walk around, and sometime there will be market there as well. You can visit. That's like pretty much. And then if you really want to visit another one of the famous department store, it's actually here in Harrods, in the Kensington area and Knightsbridges here. The Harrods, it's one of the most famous department store in London. Around this area also has some of the boutique shop in London. You can walk along Sloane Street, and yeah, this area, Chelsea area, is also very nice to walk around for. That's pretty much about the main site in London. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, give me a thumb, and I'll see you soon.